Hello everyone, for today's video I'm going to talk about the 4 macromolecules. If you're into science or biology, this video is for you. So the focus of this video is about macromolecules. But before we dig into a more detailed information, we must first know what is a monomer. A monomer is a building block or a subunit. A large molecule is composed of monomer. Without monomer, there will be no molecule will be formed. To understand monomer and able to understand a macromolecules, because macromolecules is made up of monomers. So let me introduce the 4 macromolecules and talk a little bit information about it. So let me start with carbohydrates. Pasta and breads are made up of carbohydrates. Its major function was an energy source for living cells. Just like a marathon athlete, they need carbs to support their energy. Now, carbohydrates have a monomer. If you remember, I have said earlier that it is composed of building blocks. The monomer for carbohydrates is the monosaccharide. It is called simple sugar and is the main fuel that cells use for cellular work. Monosaccharide includes glucose, fructose, and galactose. Now, if 2 monosaccharides combine, there is what we call disaccharides. It removes a water molecule bond. Common disaccharides are sucrose, maltose, and galactose. Plus, we have the polysaccharide. It is the most complex carbohydrates that compose of many sugars, monomers linked together. Examples are the starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Now, for the second macromolecules, we have the lipids. We all know that lipids are known as fats. Fats stored energy and it helps to insulate the body, cushion, and protect the organs. Types of lipids are fats, wax, and oils. Now, we should always remember that lipid is all hydrophobic and no real monomers. Next is protein. Proteins are made of monomers called amino acids. Proteins' function is to build cells, act as hormones and enzymes, and do much of work in a cell. Food that is rich in proteins are meats. All proteins are made of 20 amino acids linked in different orders such as methionine, valine, proline, leucine, and many other more. So there are 4 types of proteins, namely storage, contractile, transport, and structural. These play an important role in our body, specifically proteins. And lastly, we have the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid stores heredity information and contains information for making all the body's protein. The monomer of nucleic acid is nucleotide. Nucleic acid includes the DNA and RNA, the most important molecules in cell biology, and is responsible for the storage and reading of genetic information. They are both linear polymers that consist of sugar, phosphate, and bases. DNA is a double helix strand which can be found in the cell and some in mitochondria. It has bases adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, while RNA is only single strand. It forms in the nucleolus and then moves to cytoplasm. It has bases adenine, uracil, guanine, and cytosine. Yes, the thymine in DNA is replaced by uracil since we are talking about RNA. So those are the 4 macromolecules, and I hope you learned with this short video. This is Jaypee Palmero, Bsbio, saying that if you like science or studying different forms of life,